Mark TZ, and welcome to another awesome special edition here live with the
Rockin House.
Today we're at a special event for all the commemorative fallen of 9/11, which was 20 years ago today. Unbelievable, it's been that long. Rockin, let's tell them about this awesome event that's being held here today with live entertainment, vendors of the like, and a lot of people have showed up this beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, how time flies by quickly. This is 20 years past the 9/11 incident at the World Trade Center towers in New York City. We're here to remember the fallen first responders and the people that worked in the towers who lost their lives. And today we're having in Governor Prince Park in Essington, PA, we're having a celebration to remember the people who lost their lives on 9/11, 20 years ago today. And we're in conjunction with the Yachtstock River Jam, which will be October 9th, right down the street at West End Boat Club.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you're going to hear some things about people who are involved with Yachtstock River Jam and people's thoughts on the 9/11 situation. So Rock Dude and Marky Z.
All right, we're going to bring on some guests in a few moments, so stay around. Be right back.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
All right, this is Marky Z, and I have the main man to this whole project, this whole event that started 22 years ago. Welcome, George Spicer, to the Rockin House.
Thank you.
Very glad to have you here as our guest.
Hey, thank you, my friend. I'm glad to be here. I'm honored to be part of the Rockin House, which is amazing. And thanks to our good friend Rock Dude over there.
Absolutely, my partner.
So yeah, I'll give you a little rundown.
Sounds great.
On how Yachtstock started with my band 22 years ago.
Right.
And just started with one band and about 25, 30 people out back having a barbecue.
Gotcha.
And then we, decided to put a meaning behind it. So
Okay.
we started raising money for childhood cancer program of Philadelphia.
That's amazing.
We've been raising money for the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation.
Very awesome.
And then I'd say 15, 18 years ago, we switched over to the Shriners Hospital.
Yeah.
And we started adding children with chronic illnesses into it, and
God
local
bless you,
families raising money for the families.
That's amazing.
So, and here we are 22 years later, where it's gone from 30 to 50 people. It's gone up over the years to 600 to 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people.
Wow.
And the township here has partnered up with us about 6 years ago.
Okay.
So it's an amazing thing that the whole township has gotten behind
That's
Yachtstock Incorporated. And also the Corinthian Yacht Club next door, which is an amazing yacht club.
Nice.
They're partnering up with us as well. And the West End Boat Club.
Wow. So there's a really bright future for this to continue on. God willing, we don't have issues to stop it, as we know with the scandemic.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to continue. Hopefully, it'll be here for forever. That My girlfriend will help take it over, Dina.
Awesome.
And my children,
Very awesome.
my daughter Sarah Spicer, who you guys will know, and
She will be coming up momentarily, by the way, so stay tuned for that.
Yep. And yes, Sarah's in from Nashville.
Very awesome.
So yeah, we hope everybody will come out on October 9th, which is the 22nd year for Yachtstock.
Wow, it's amazing.
We do river jams, and now we're doing Rocktoberfest, which is
Cool.
a very interesting time to do this venue because the weather's cool
Yeah.
and it works out well with the band. So, but yeah, for everybody that's listening to this, October 9th, between this location and the boat clubs down the street, we will be having a major event with 18 bands.
Wow.
Mike LeComte will be a special guest.
Very cool.
My daughter Sarah Spicer will be a headliner, and Audra McLaughlin from The Voice
Yep.
will be there. Peace to you too, brother. So it should be an awesome event. Everything's going good, and you know, you guys really helped to make the event special by
Wow.
coming and recording, interviewing people, and
Thank you.
posting all the pictures that my good friend Brian has been doing for years. He's been a big supporter of the Shriners,
Yes, he has.
huge supporter for Yachtstock. So I thank him a lot.
So let me ask you this question here, and we'll leave it for this segment with you, George. And again, thank you for being a guest. I know this is your establishment, your event and stuff, but we appreciate us being able to come here and do this for you and for the Rockin' House,
Thank
for
you,
our
man.
viewers. Do we see in the future any bands that are like in the national level to come in and be part of this?
Yeah, that is a good possibility. We're working towards that.
Awesome.
We need to get bigger sponsorship to be able to bring in the bigger names.
Sure.
So mostly Yachtstock has been run on a complete volunteer basis.
Wow. Okay.
But as it gets bigger, we look on having some national headliners.
Okay, so in the future we'll be looking for some national headliners coming to Yachtstock. This is going to grow bigger. It's growing bigger by the year. And again, thank you, George, for being on the show. I appreciate you coming to the show. Appreciate
you.
everything
Thank you,
about
man.
this. And with my partner Rock
George
Dude
is
and
well
myself.
known for the coconut drink.
Oh yeah, don't forget.
Well, let's talk
Coconut
about
water.
that. Is that an endorsement there?
Yes, it is. Mojo coconut water.
All right,
Hey, I
you
just
heard
want to
it
say
here.
real quick, thanks,
Sure.
a special thanks to all of my friends and all the volunteers that are supporting this 9/11 event,
Absolutely. God
and
bless
all
them,
the
families.
hard workers that make Yachtstock happen,
Yeah.
and events like this that we're doing for 9/11. This is called the America Let's Roll concert, and everything here is going out towards the USO of Philadelphia. It is
Nice.
stationed at the Philadelphia airport, and it's going out to the Tinicum Township Police Department and the Tinicum Township Fire Department. And I want to thank all of them and the commissioners of Tinicum. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. And again, we'll be right back with some more guests. Sarah Spicer is coming up very shortly. Don't go nowhere. All right, this is Mark Z, and I have another special guest with me here at the Yachtstock River Jam. This is actually a special event today, as I want to reiterate that, about 9/11, which is what this commemorative is today. We're celebrating, not celebrating, but we are, and we do, again, give our condolences to all the fallen that went through that and lost their families and whatnot. Let's talk about, Michelle, you being a recipient coordinator
Yes.
that's involved with Yachtstock
Yes.
and George Spicer and the crew.
Yes.
Let's talk about what you do for this
the
establishment.
recipients. Okay, so my position is I work as a liaison between us and Shriners Hospital with all the children
Nice.
that we represent. And I also work closely with the families that we pick, that the actual recipients from the Delaware Valley area.
Got it.
So I work with them each year. So every year I get to meet an enormous and incredible family.
Very cool, very cool. So, how long have you been working with Yachtstock? Since the beginning?
Actually, for the last 15 years,
Okay.
I volunteered. The last 7 years, I've been really, really, really involved. But I've been volunteering for a long
15
time. I've been
years.
going to Yachtstock since the very first one, though. So the first 6 years, I was just a guest.
Right.
Then I started volunteering the day of the event. And then I progressed to now I do this all year long because it takes a whole year to actually pull off our River Jam, our Rocktoberfest, October 9th.
And how does it feel doing what you do? You
I-
must love what you do.
I do because I love the families and the kids. I mean,
Gotcha.
I get to work closely with them more than
Sure.
anybody else in the whole entire program, so I love it.
Very
and
awesome.
the kids that I meet, they're just so incredible. It makes me realize what I have, and they just make life better.
Absolutely, and you're right, George. He said he started this 22 years ago.
Mhm.
So I said, God bless him. You've been doing this for so long, and it keeps going. And there's even bigger things that are going to be happening. We talked about national bands. He's looking to try to get sponsorship for.
Yes.
So that's pretty awesome.
Yes.
That's going to make it even bigger.
Right? And it's
so-
all for a great cause.
Yes, and I'm sure a lot of national acts will do a lot of these benefits. We've had many national Hall of Fame level rock stars on our show that we've been blessed, I have to say.
Right.
And they are some of the nicest people in the world. They're just like we are. They're the musicians and they're stars on that stage, but they are people like anyone else, and they're unbelievable people. I want to say thank you, Michelle, for coming to the show. We're looking for great things happening with
Thank you.
Yachtstock, and we appreciate your time on the Rockin' House. I'm Marky Z. Again, Sarah Spicer will be up very soon, who is actually headlining this show today for 9/11. And again, we'll reiterate, October 9th, the actual Yachtstock is the October. Is that the October?
October 9th.
October 9th.
Yes.
Be looking out for that. Possibility of the Rockin' House might be just right there doing more interviews. We'll be right back in a minute. All right, this is Marky Z. Again, we have another special guest, actually somebody on the committee of Yachtstock, Jeanette. She's going to tell you all about what goes on with Yachtstock behind this very successful event that happens yearly. And today is a special event for 9/11, I believe. It was the first time this year. Is that correct?
That's correct. This year the township is holding an event for 9/11 veterans and first responders. And
Awesome.
George Spicer, who is the president of Yachtstock, has
Yeah.
spearheaded this event,
Nice.
promoting actually his song that he wrote for 9/11 when that all
Oh, cool.
took place, called America Let's Roll.
Okay.
And his daughter Sarah Spicer's here as a special guest.
Nice.
So,
Very nice.
and they are also allowing us to promote our upcoming event, Rocktoberfest.
Awesome. Okay. That sounds great. And you pretty much are involved with being on the chair with this Yachtstock, right? And George Spicer, who I guess is the main coordinator of this whole project. Is that right?
George has a hand in getting the bands. John Denise, who is also on our board of directors. I'm on the board of directors as the sponsorship chair.
Got it.
Okay, so I raise the money that makes the makes the cycle go round. You know,
Got it. Oh, yeah, I
one of these
understand.
event like this, takes a lot of money to run. But fortunately, we have a lot of bands in the area that volunteer all of their time to come and play.
That's what we do. We're crazy.
Yes, they're awesome. They're wonderful bands, absolutely wonderful bands that come out and play.
While we're talking about bands, why don't you tell our viewers some of the bands who are here today?
That are here today.
Sure.
First Impression, a George Raymond band, George Spicer's playing now, Sarah Spicer. Oh my goodness, there was some other bands, I can't remember their names.
Can't remember the names.
But they already played. How's
Right,
about
right.
that? So,
That's okay.
so you missed them if you didn't come out.
And then we got the October 9th that actually got stock.
Yes.
Now, what's going on with that? What's on the bill for that? Let's tell everybody who's on the bill for that.
Okay, we have Sarah Spicer and Audra McLaughlin, of course, and are headlining, and we have LeComp is going to be a special guest.
Nice.
Right, and we have Zenora,
Oh, yeah.
Genesis Z, and the Black Mamas, and we have Whiskey Grin, our
I know
three
Whiskey Grin.
original bands.
Yep.
We also have we have the Bug Hunters. We have
I know them guys.
Musicians Impossible. We
Those
have
guys.
we have.
Played with these people.
Oh my goodness, we have we have so many good bands. We have oh my god, Van Halen, no, not Van Halen Nation, definitely Leopard,
Yep.
oh my god, oh I'm so sorry guys if I forget you, I'm not,
That's okay. We know
I'm
that there's
so
a
sorry.
lot of
There's
big
so
local names that
big
are going
local
to be
names.
here because this is a big event.
it is a huge event.
Right.
Oh my god, Scott Brady's band, what's his band's name?
Tongue and Groove.
Tongue and Groove.
I played with them too
yeah.
back in the 90s.
Yeah. So many great bands. And we also, I can't forget to tell you guys what our organization is all about. We support Shriners Hospital for Children
Oh, yeah.
and local children in our area who have chronic to terminal illnesses.
That's horrible.
So, and
Such
we
a
have
great
been
thing.
raising tens of thousands of dollars for these children for 22 years.
God bless you. That's amazing. That's a good thing. It's always a good thing to raise money for people that are in really need, whether it's COVID related, whether it's disaster related, especially the children, always there to promote and support that. That's amazing.
And if you go to our website at yachtstock.org, you can fill out an application if you have a child who has a special need.
Wow. We'll have to
And
get that information and make sure we put that in this video for people. We'll get that to you. But I want to thank you, Jeanette, for coming to the show and giving people a little overview of what the Yachtstock's about and the awesome opportunity it gives to some bands to come play and get exposure, and as well what you support, like you said, with Shriners Children's Hospital. So thank you so much. Me and Rock Dude are very happy to have you on the show. I'm Marky Z. We got some more guests coming up in just a moment.
let me just say thank you
Momentarily.
for allowing me to come on. I appreciate it.
You got it. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. All right, this is Marky Z, my partner Rock Dude, and we have our first guest here on the show, live at the River Jam for a 9/11 special presentation, Mike Raymond. Welcome to the show. Multi-talented musician. You're going to school for music. Your aunt is Cindy Raymond.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what's going on with you as a musician. Let's talk about how you started being a musician. What got you involved?
I've always been kind of surrounded by music. I mean, my father's a musician, so that was probably a big thing. I mean, I don't know, I've just always had a love for music. I've been interested in, like, creating music. I've kind of, like, when I was younger, I remember, like, checking out even, like, classical music and jazz. Like, I listened to it on the radio. Like, there were some radio stations that played it. And I was just like, okay, I think I might want to learn how to do this. And, like, I took an interest in it. I started learning when I was around, like, probably, like, 9 or so. But, like, I didn't really express a lot of, like, interest of my parents because like I didn't really know like where to get instruments or anything like that. But I mean, he had guitar, so I was like every now and then I'd be like, okay, maybe I'll try and fool around with this. And I didn't really get any formal training until I was like 9. First instrument was actually drums, which is kind of surprising to people.
Okay.
But, like,
Not really.
yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I still think there's a lot of stuff I learned from it that still applies now. Like just the sense of rhythm you develop, learning from it is very cool. And after a while, I was like, okay, I want to start learning to play guitar. And then eventually, I just kind of stuck with that. I mean, I don't know why. I just like playing guitar. I
So
guess.
guitar is your main instrument. I was going to ask you that. What is your most preference instruments? Guitar.
Yeah, guitar is my primary.
But you're multiple, as far as.
Yeah, I play a
playing.
bit of sax too. I can play bass pretty well. I mean, I think so.
Cool.
Uh,
I love bass. It's what I
Yeah.
play. Love it.
yes, it's fun.
Different
Definitely
animal.
fun. It's what holds the music together.
So you're also playing today at this special 9/11 event here that is also in conjunction with Yachtstock, which they do every year. Very
Right.
successful musicians, and you're playing with your father
Yeah.
in a band. And what's the name of the band today that you're in today?
We're just calling it the Mike Raymond Band. I mean, I figure I'm Mike Raymond, he's Mike Raymond, so
There we go.
it's the two most consistent members of the band. That's what we always say.
So how's it feel to play this establishment today? It's pretty awesome.
Really nice. Weather's nice.
Absolutely.
People are nice. It's been a good time. Seems like the people are enjoying the music, so that's always good.
Very cool. And let's talk about maybe some influences. Like, who are some of your influences on guitar, since that's your prized, instrument you want to play?
It's been a lot. Trying to think of some of my first ones. I liked Alex Lifeson from Rush.
Awesome.
Jimmy Page, I guess. Jimi
Led
Hendrix.
Zeppelin, Jimmy, sure.
And when I started getting into other styles of music like jazz, I mean, I'd say like Pat Metheny was a big one for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
Yeah.
George Benson, Pat
Okay.
Martino.
Very nice.
Some very good guitarists.
All right, so let's end this segment here with you. If any kind of things in the future going on with you, any kind of projects and original projects maybe that you're putting together?
Yeah, I am actually. I'm getting ready to finish up mastering some recordings I did over the summer with some friends. It's
Sweet.
like some experiments I did with some like jazz arranging. So
Okay.
hopefully people will be enjoying that. I'm going to plan to release it on all major platforms.
Very good.
The album will be called The Oncoming Storm.
Okay.
Features some like combo arrangements with guitar, rhythm section, horns, and then like some other ones, like some more horns, and kind of mix like some jazz styles, some harmony that I learned from like all over the place. Really. I mean, I listen to so much music, so I mean, like I
Sure.
like classical music, I like jazz music, so it's like I put like all the stuff that I'm kind of surrounded by into a type
Absolutely.
of music, like music that I heard from living in the city, because like I'm from South Philadelphia, and like I grew up listening to like Sinatra and stuff too around there.
All right,
and,
that's
like,
where I'm from, South Philadelphia.
great, great place.
Yep, I've been there about 7.5 years with my girlfriend, Kathy. Well, I want to say thank you, Michael, for coming to the show. We appreciate it. I
Thank
wish
you
you
so
well
much.
with your endeavors and what you're doing in the future with your music. You sound like you're a real versatile type of guy. You sound like you're a really laid-back dude, and you got your head on straight of what you want to do. So we appreciate me and Rock Dude coming to the Rockin' House. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you very
Take
much.
care.
Daddy says that I look like you. I've got your smile, I've got your eyes and your personality too. I remember when you taught me how to swim, to keep me afloat when I'm rocking the boat and I just can't see the end. I want you to know that you'll always be there on my mind, and I wish I could hold your hand, say I love you one more time. Yeah, I miss singing with you, acting like there was no one around, and I can't help but wonder what you'd think about me now. But I hope that you're proud. Ooh, I hope that you're proud. Oh.
All right, this is Marky Z, and we have our last final guest on the Rockin' House. I'm so honored to have the star of the show, Sarah Spicer, country rocker. She has a new album coming out. and she's here to tell you about the performance today for this 9/11 special event here at Yachtstock.
Yeah.
Sarah, welcome to the show. We're glad to have you, honey.
First of all, thank you for having me, both of you. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
But yeah, today was really, really awesome. It's a beautiful day here. Honored to be here. I haven't done a hometown show like this in a while. The only time I really get to do it is for Yachtstock. So
Right.
it's nice that I get to do that aside from just that, you know.
I gotcha. Sure.
And segue into that, I
Right.
will actually be playing Yachtstock October 9th.
Nice.
Right up the street from where we are right now, right up the street from Governor Prince Park. I'll be headlining that with a full band,
Very
so
cool.
it'll be a little bit more amped up than today was, and
Okay.
super hype about it. But yeah, like you were saying, I have a new single that I just put out. It's called Proud. You can get it on Spotify and all the streaming platforms.
Yep.
And then I have like a Rockin' song coming out called Love Will Hit You Hard
All right.
coming out next. So
Cool. Very awesome. Okay, so do we have anything coming up, like as far as besides the new CD and the new single? Do you have any tours? Anything coming up? You know, with the pandemic, things opened up now.
It was a little crazy, but yeah, things are getting more lenient. Things are opening up. I'm not necessarily, you know, doing a full tour just yet
Yeah.
because I want to release some more of my music
Sure.
before I do that.
Absolutely.
But I'm playing. I mean, I play a lot of shows in Nashville. I play about 2-3 times a week.
Nice.
I also travel and do a bunch of shows. So really, it just takes me wherever people book me is where I go, and that's the wonderful thing about music is you can do it anywhere.
Absolutely.
And it's a wonderful thing because at the same time we get to do what we love, we also get to travel the world. I mean, how cool is that?
Well, sure, yeah, and doing what you love, right?
Exactly. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like the Rockin' House. We may not get to travel the world, so to speak, but we can go because of the internet and have that technology to anybody
Exactly.
we want to and bring them in, like we're going to have tomorrow, somebody from France, a record label.
Exactly.
So it's amazing, the technology, you can do this now.
It's brilliant.
So let's talk about, have you been performing with this Yachtstock with your father under production like this since you were a child?
Since I was a kid, I've been doing
Wow.
Yachtstock since the very beginning. I was probably, maybe 5.
Oh, wow.
When I
you're up on
started, 5 or
stage.
6 maybe. Yeah, my dad started bringing me up on stage since I was
cool.
4.
Wow.
So it was just it's kind of funny because I always tell everyone I learned harmonies before I learned melodies.
Sure.
Like I knew how to sing harmonies before I knew how to really like lead sing per se because I was just around it all the time.
Okay.
Learned the harmonies first, so that's one of my favorite things to do actually is sing harmonies.
All right, and who would you say are some of your major influences as a singer?
Okay, I got a list. I got a
I'm
list
sure
of them.
you do.
I got a list. Let's
Well,
lay
let's
it out.
hear it.
All right, number 1, Celine Dion.
Oh,
Celine Dion is
Awesome.
my favorite vocalist of all time. She is exceptional, and right, she's
okay.
amazing.
All right, my mom loved her. God rest in peace. She's gone, but she
Hey,
loves Celine.
maybe our moms are up there together chilling, you
I
know?
believe it.
Just like we are, that's
I
right.
totally believe they're looking down.
But then Amy Lee from
Oh,
Evanescence.
Yep.
And I actually always forget to mention that, but she was a huge influence of mine growing up.
Okay, sure.
One of my favorite bands ever was Evanescence.
Okay.
And then Leanne Rimes, definitely on
for
the
country.
the countryside. Yeah,
Yep,
and
yep.
really, there's so many different
Sure.
aspects. I grew up listening to rap, pop, rock. I grew up listening to literally everything.
So you're
Hardcore.
versatile.
Yes.
You can sing metal if you want.
Oh my god. Hell yeah, let's do. First of all, one of my.
Wow.
I don't
learned
know.
something new on the Rockin'
Yes.
House today.
Like, I don't know if this is technically metal, but like one of my favorites that we do actually in Nashville is we do some Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, I love Rage.
We do some Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
It's like, yep,
All
it's
right.
awesome. It's so fun.
Totally big fans.
Oh,
Rock
yeah.
big fans.
Hell yeah.
Very cool. So you are a versatile
Yes.
musician.
Yeah.
Not just, you just prefer to do the country rock. That's what you prefer to do.
Yeah.
But you can do everything.
Yeah, and honestly, like,
That's amazing.
it may seem a little weird coming from a country rock pop artist, but I would say that I actually prefer to sing rock
Okay.
over probably anything else. Yeah.
So you're like one of our guests we had, Susie Corey, who is a total rocker by heart, but is a country rock singer
yeah.
from
Well,
Canada.
And it kind of works. They kind of, especially nowadays, country music has grown so much. I mean, it really does have all these different aspects and all these different genres kind of combined into one. So it works, you know?
So why don't we tell the viewers as our last thing here, and again, thank you for being a guest on our show and you being the headliner today.
Thank you for having me.
At the show. Welcome to home,
Yep.
basically, to come
It's
and
been
do
wonderful.
some performance. And I wasn't able to hear you, actually watch you, because I was back here doing things, but I heard you wow, amazing
Thank you.
voice, powerful.
Thank you so much.
And let's just, put a little bit of where people can find some of your stuff. I did
Yeah.
say it earlier, but let's, give them a little more
Absolutely.
details.
So you can
Websites,
find me, yeah.
things like that.
You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube. I have a bunch of stuff up, and
Nice.
TikTok. TikTok's the new thing.
Right.
You can find me on TikTok, and
Very
really
cool.
just all of the social media. Just look up Sarah Spicer. There's no H on Sarah. Pretty
Okay.
easy just to look it up and listen to some of my new stuff.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, Sarah, for taking the time out.
Thank
I know
you.
you're busy and very popular star around here. Everybody's stopping you. But thank you for coming
Thank
and being
you
a guest
so
on the
much.
Rockin' House. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Marky Z with my partner Rock Dude. Thank you for watching. See you next year.
Company, always on the run. Destiny is a rising sun. I was born, 6 gun in my hand. Behind a gun, I make my final stand. Yeah, that's why they call me bad. your smile, I've got your eyes and your personality too. I remember when you taught me how to swim, to keep me afloat when I'm rocking the boat and I just can't see the end. I want you to know that you'll always be there on my mind, and I wish I could hold your hand, say I love you one more time. Yeah, I miss staying with you, acting like there was no one around, and I can't help but wonder what you'd think about me now. But I hope that you're proud. Ooh, I hope that you're proud. Oh. Daddy said time would heal my pain. I just needed to cry, and I cried all the time till there was no more left. Ooh, but I found